Hey everyone, welcome. Well, Mr. Death is at it again.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Now, if you're probably aware of Agenda 2030 by now, complete authoritarian control. And that can only be enforced if digital ID is brought in. Now, let's not forget COVID. That led to digital ID, didn't it? We need digital ID for COVID, remember? Then it was voting. That needed digital ID. Banking needed digital ID. Education needed digital ID. Healthcare, digital ID. Illegal immigration, digital ID. And government services, digital ID. Let's have a listen to Mr. Death himself.
I am constantly saying to my own party, Labour Party, which will probably win this election, you've got to focus on this technology revolution. It's not an afterthought. It's the single biggest thing that's happening in the world today of a real world nature that is going to change everything. Leave aside all the geopolitics and the conflicts and war and America, China, all the rest of it. This revolution is going to change everything.
It's not a revolution, you fraggle. Revolutions are when the people want it. People don't want this, do they? You want this, and all of your cronies want this. And why is that? It's because you can shut down any criticism from then onwards. You would have complete control of the world. And look at the glee he's got in his face just at the prospect of that.
Thing about our society, our economy, the way we live, the way we interact with each other. I think we're living through a period of massive change, right? This is the biggest technological change since the Industrial Revolution, for sure. How do you use it to transform healthcare, education, the way government functions? How do you help educate the private sector as to how they can embrace AI in order to improve productivity? I mean, this is a huge agenda for a government and a really exciting one. You know, people get a bit depressed about being in politics because you get all this criticism. People certainly in the West feel society's not changing fast enough and well enough. And I say, no, it's a really exciting time to be in politics because you've got this massive revolution that you've got to come to terms with.
You noticed how he said, politics, you get criticism like it was a bad thing. How about you only get criticism when you're doing things badly? You wouldn't if everybody thought you were doing them good. So maybe you should just look at doing things good. Maybe you should just retire into obscurity, you fucking fraggle. Excuse the anger, but I'm sick of listening to this man desperately trying to make sure that we no longer have a say in the running of our nation, and some bureaucrat like him sat in the middle of nowhere, or preferably in a really nice country where he doesn't have to deal with any of the problems, sat in a really nice country dictating laws to the rest of us. Slavery, anyone? Now I'm going to fight back against this with every fibre of my being. I will not hold an ID to prove to anyone that asks me that I'm a good citizen. Sod you. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know your opinion. Are you going to allow this to go through? And if you're still undecided, you still think it might be just easier, let's have a look at what things could be a problem with if everything was digital. Data breaches, seen that already. Identity theft, seen that already. Fraud, seen that already. Government overreach, that's coming. Political restriction, that's already there. Privacy violation, freedom loss, resource diversion, trust erosion, social inequality, corporate power, surveillance state, social credit systems, totalitarian states, and cashless societies. Does any of that sound familiar? Because it's already happening, and it's not quite fully digital ID yet, is it? It's not far off. The amount of stuff people put on the internet now, they could probably read the inside of your underpants without ever meeting you. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know your opinion. Stay sane. This man's dangerous, isn't he? I'll see you on the next one.